What's up guys, my name is Jason777 and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys a Wukong build. Very excited to see this guy. He's kind of an iffy frame. I was using him and he's very good at surviving, but he's definitely not a defense frame. That's kind of his downside. Now let's go into his powers real quick and I'll let you guys know what these do, and I'll let you in on what Defy exactly does so you don't get confused here. So Iron Jab is basically just what it sounds like. You're jabbing somebody with his pole. Yes, puns intended. Defy, Iron Jab is not very effective, so we're not going to go in depth with that. It knocks enemies down, not very crazy. I don't really depend on it end game, so I don't use it too much. Defy, this is the big one. This is like the cream of the crop when it comes to Wukong. So it says here that it escape death by receiving a boost of health when killed. So basically what happens is when enemies kill you, pretty much, you get all the way down to 0 health, it gives you health back. Each time it does this, when you activate Defy once, and with this build you should be able to have Defy on the whole game. I'll get into the build in just a second here. You lose some amount of health each time. So like when it refills your health, it'll first, with this exact setup, it gives you 555 health back. After that, it's going to give you slightly less health back and take more energy than it did the first time. The next time, it's going to give you even less health back and take even more energy to refill your health. Next time after that, same thing, and it drains your energy per second. To avoid this, after Defy procs 3 or 4 times, just deactivate it and reactivate it, and it'll start giving you the 555 health again, and slowly decrease over time. Now you can leave this on until it's giving you only like 100 health, I would say, and you won't be losing too much energy. This build is very efficient, you won't lose too much energy, so you can just stick with that the whole time. Now Cloudwalker, this one is your oh shit button pretty much. When you're about to die, for whatever reason, this is the button you click and you can basically turn into a cloud. It's pretty fancy. You can fly around, you can click your sprint button to move even faster, and it's fantastic. I like that ability. It lasts 55 seconds with this build, so you are good to go to fly around like a cloud all day long if you want. Primal Fury is a relatively good ability. I don't really find building it for range is really good. My favorite combo with it is the hold block and just spam your attack button, and that makes you like knock all the enemies back. Doesn't do too much damage, but knocks them back, which is fun. I enjoyed messing with this. I was doing a survival up to like 40 minutes and it was decent, but it definitely dropped off quickly. It definitely can't do 60 minutes, so you'll have to use your gun. But Defy is really the ability of choice when it comes to Wukong. That is what you guys are going to be wanting to look at if you're going to plan on using him. He's just great for surviving, not good for defense. I would not use him for defense if I were you, especially if you're going for a long time. It's just really not going to work out, unless you have other people boosting you, of course. Now getting into the mods here. Steel Charge is the aura polarity because I didn't want to change it, and I mean I would have to forma him all over again plus another forma, so I would just say leave Steel Charge on. He is melee based primarily, so it's fun to mess around with the melee. So your first mod here is Primed Continuity. I added this V polarity, formatting him once, which makes it pretty effective. It used all of the capacity with one forma. I have a max narrow-minded here. I have a maxed fleeting expertise, a maxed vitality, max prime flow, rage, constitution, and intensify. This setup is obviously primarily duration and max efficiency with that, or pretty close to max. Here, I mean, the top percentage you can get is only 175%, so adding a streamline is really not necessary. And adding extra duration with the new changes they had recently on PS4, the energy drain per second is affected by duration. So if I took off my duration mods, the energy drain per second that you see here on Defy and Primal Fury would actually go up, which would be awful. Nobody wants that. That's awful. Since I'm showing you guys this, here's the Sancti Tigress. So some of my buddies were curious about this, just because I had so much damage on it. If you guys want to know the build that's right here, I would use corrosive damage primarily, and use viral damage if you're using a lot of corrosive projections. It's kind of just a basic shotgun build. There's nothing really special going on here. A lot of people build it for slash damage. I personally don't have the slash event mods. I know it's terrible, but it works, so I deal with it. Anyway guys, that pretty much concludes the build. I'm going to end it looking at this screen so you guys can see. Hopefully Ordis will get off the screen and stop being a dick, so you guys can see the build all the way. There we go. Thank you, Ordis, for not being a dick anymore. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you guys want to see more of my Warframe content, I do upload videos every once in a while. I don't really upload it on a specific schedule. It's just kind of like, if I feel like there's a new frame out or something that I should make a build on, I will. I'm trying to be more on top of it by making builds for pretty much every frame that comes out now, just because I make a build for them anyway, why not make a video on it? So if you guys want to see more of that, I normally have quite a few friends help me to make these builds. This one, unfortunately, I did not, but yeah, it's definitely a fun thing to do. And another thing I wanted to add in is a thank you to you guys, because my channel's been getting a very large amount of views lately, and I really appreciate it, you guys. So thank you very much for watching my channel. Even if you're not a sub, even if you're just watching to see my builds, I do suggest subbing though, because I do make builds quite often, and you wouldn't have to look up a video anymore if you just had it already in your subscription list, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't mind if you subbed. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Leave a like, that lets me know you like my builds, helps me to know I should make more. I'll see you guys later.